Hi everyone, welcome to Tabitha's Cooking Corner. Today we will be baking Colombian bread. The thing that makes this bread so special is that it's a buttery bread with cheese inside. So let's get started. You will need 4 to 5 cups of flour, 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 3 teaspoons of salt, 1 stick of butter. You will need 1 envelope of yeast. You will need 3 eggs for your bread mixture and 1 extra egg to brush on top. You will need a half a pound of cheese. You can choose from mozzarella cheese, which will give you more a melting cheese inside, or you can have a fresh white cheese that sometimes people say it's for frying. You will find them in the area. And with this cheese, it doesn't melt completely. It kind of holds its form much better than the melting. It's up to you. Half a pound of whichever cheese you want. And I'm also going to show you how I measure my flour. Okay. The only reason I am showing you how to do this is that a lot of people measure their flour or pour it into their measuring cups differently. In this recipe, you're going to fluff up your flour, just fluff it up, and then you're going to pour it inside your measuring cup. You're not going to pack it in, and then you're just going to take off the excess, and that's how you measure for this recipe. Okay, for the first step, we're going to warm our milk to about 100 to 100 degrees. After we have accomplished that, we will mix our yeast and our sugar with 2 tablespoons of our flour mixture, and we're going to stir it well, and we're going to let it stand until it gets foamy. This could range from 10 minutes to 15 minutes depending how hot is your kitchen. Okay, after we do this and it's foamy, we will proceed to the next stage. Okay everyone, it's been about 15 minutes or so, and this is how your yeast mixture should look like. Okay, now we could proceed to the next step. In a mixer, you will add 4 cups of your flour, and you will add your salt. Just whisk it really quickly in your mixer, and I also put my hook attachment to my mixer so we can start mixing it up. You're gonna start your mixer at low. Just do this for about a minute or so. Next, you will add your butter. Your butter can be chopped up, or you could just put the whole thing in. It's up to you. I'm going to chop up mine real quick. And just throw it in. And you can use regular butter, unsalted butter. It's up to you. So this has been mixing at low speed for about 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna start throwing in my yeast mixture slowly. So I'm gonna reduce the speed just a little bit. I don't want to splatter. Now you can increase the heat to low again, a little bit faster. You will need a spoon to start pushing down the flour that's on the side. So I'm gonna stop the machine real quick and just push in all the flour so it can incorporate well. Now I'm gonna turn on the machine again. Next, we're gonna start adding our eggs. I'm gonna push the heat to medium. Not the heat, the speed I mean. And this has to mix until everything is absorbed well. Increase the heat, the speed a little bit more. Now it's about at number 6. Okay, now I know you must have extra flour, so this is where you start adding that flour. I'm gonna turn it off a second and just add some of that flour. And then again, start mixing it up again. Basically, you just want the dough to get the extra flour it needs. You don't want it to be too sticky. You want it to come together. So you're going to be adding flour just until it becomes a nice ball. Not too sticky, but it's okay if it's just a little bit. Because you can always add, a little bit more flour. So I'm just going to continue to do this and I'll show you how it's going to look at the end. Okay everyone, I've mixed in all the flour that I had left, and I guess I needed a little bit more. I added about 3/4 of a cup more. It can be different in every house depending on the humidity in the house and the air and stuff. So I added, it came together, and I'm touching it and it's not too sticky. It's just right. Alright, we're gonna get a bowl, a greased bowl, and we're gonna add the dough. And then we're going to cover it. And we need to proof it to get to about at least double in size. A helpful tip that I do, I usually turn on my oven to about the temperature that I need, which is around 365 degrees. And I let it heat up and I put the bowl on top of the stove. So the heat kind of helps it proof a little bit faster, in case your house is, not too warm. So do that, and after it has doubled in size, I will show you how it looks like. Okay everyone, I have let my dough proof for about an hour and a half, and it has doubled in size. So now we're gonna put our dough on a floured board and we're gonna proceed from there. Okay, also you're gonna need something to cut the dough with. I'm using a pastry scraper, and I have also a rolling pin, a small one, or you could use a regular one. It's up to you. So basically with the dough, you're just gonna be very delicate with it. You're gonna try to roll it out, like this. So basically you pick it up from the sides, put it in the middle, flip over. Okay? Then if you need more flour, you just add more flour. And that's it. The dough should feel very soft. Okay? Okay everyone. So you're going to have a total of 16 pieces. We're going to take one, put a little bit of flour down, You don't want it to stick to the board. And you're going to start rolling it out. Just like this. You're trying to accomplish like long strips. And now this is where your cheese comes in. Alright, so you get your cheese and you're going to put it in one end. And make sure you try to cover the cheese as much as possible, you see? Especially if you're using mozzarella. So you're just going to roll it down. And you're going to have like a little log. You can't even see the cheese. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this with the whole dough, and then after I'm done, I'm going to put it in a baking pan, cover it again, and let it proof one more time. Okay, once they're doubled in size, we'll be right back to show you how it looks. Okay everyone, they should be at least close to double in size, more plump. And now that extra egg that we had, we're gonna scramble it up, and then we're gonna brush each of the dough with the eggs, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven at 365 degrees to bake at around 25 minutes. Well, 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown. And when this is done, we'll come right back to show you the end of the recipe. Okay everyone, it's been 25 minutes that they were in the oven. I just took them out. This is how they should look like, golden brown on the top. You know, they're bigger, they're twice in size, and I'm gonna cut one open so you can see the inside. Alright, I cut it open and this is how it looks like. You see, I used the fresh cheese that doesn't lose its form, and you see it's flaky and the cheese is there. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and thank you for visiting my channel. Bye!